Sebastian Vettel Martinez with MMA News here in London for UFC Fight Night. Gustafsson versus Manuel here with Roland Delorme, who faces Davy Grant on the undercard. First of all, how are you enjoying London so far?
London's a great city. I'm enjoying it immensely. You know, it's my first time here, and from what I've seen so far, it's a beautiful place.
All right. Well, you're coming into this fight with a pretty close loss to Alex Caceres at UFC 165. I think it seemed like a few people were split on the decision. How did you feel about that fight?
You know, that fight is a close fight, and whenever you have a close fight, it can go either way. I know that. You know, so it's one of those things where I thought I did enough to win in the first 2 rounds. You know, every time I hit him, I hurt him. You know, and then in the 3rd round, it was definitely his round. So I knew that the 2nd round was the one that was gonna go either way. You know, and first round I was all over him, had him hurt real bad, and you know was all over him on the ground. So you know, I wasn't sure what to think. You know, I figured I'd done enough to win, but you know, 2 out of 3 judges didn't think that. So that's the way fighting goes. You know, if you leave in hands of the judges, anything can happen. So I mean, if you really want to win, finish your fights, or else don't be upset about what the judges think.
So you don't have any hard feelings about the decision?
No, not at all. You know, I'm one of those people like to forget about the past and move on to the future. You know, that fight's in the past now, and I wanted to look forward to the future now and look forward to Davy Grant and winning in London.
That's actually a perfect segue to move forward to the future. So you're facing Davy Grant, finalist on The Ultimate Fighter. How do you see him as an opponent?
He's dangerous, you know. He's one.
It's his nickname, after all.
Yeah, it's not his nickname for no reason. You know, the guy's, you know, he's heavy-handed. He's won for a guy who's known as a striker. He's won 7 of his last 8 fights by submission. So you can't overlook his ground game either. He's one of those guys who comes out hard in the 1st round. You know, he's never been out in the 2nd round, so that's one thing I'm really looking forward to doing, is bring him out into the 2nd and 3rd round, take him to deep water somewhere he's never been, and then testing his resolve there. You know, I mean, if everything goes ideal, everything goes the way I want it to, you know, I want to leave him laid out on the floor like dirty laundry. But you know, we'll see what happens.
He spent some time on The Ultimate Fighter. And I have to ask, in that case, did you watch that season of Ultimate Fighter, or more particularly the parts where he was in it?
I did watch that season of Ultimate Fighter because actually one of my training partners was on the show with Davey. He was from Winnipeg, so he actually ended up fighting Davey in the first fight after they got in the house. Yeah. So it's definitely something that I was watching live when it was happening, and it's definitely something I look back on. And you know, it was easy for me to gauge like his skills and whatnot, having to know somebody who had fought him previously. You know, so I got a good idea to know what I should do, where I shouldn't be, and you know, like Davey's one of those guys. He's really good on top. You know, he got good ground and pound. He beats guys into submission. You know, so it's not a place where I want to be. I don't want to be on the bottom for too long. You know, I either want to be on top or standing up. So that's the way it's gonna go.
Where do you see yourself having the biggest advantage in this fight?
My biggest advantage would be with the ground game, probably, and submission wise. But like I said again, I don't want to be on the bottom fishing for submissions and trying to you know, hit triangles and arm bars and getting pounded at the same time. You know, if I'm searching for submissions, I want to be on top, and I want to have him on his back, and that's where I'm going to have the biggest advantage, is when I have him down on his back. If I stay on the bottom, I wouldn't say it's an advantage for me at all. So it's definitely one of those things where if I'm on the ground, I want to be on top, and that's where I see me doing my best work.
Now, considering that he beat Josh Hill, one of your teammates, do you feel any sense of revenge, or that you want to sort of get back at him for that? Any extra motivation?
First off, it was Louis Fizette that he beat. That was my teamwork. And, that was my teammate. Don't worry about it. And you know, no, it's not about revenge. You know, I want to go out and win every fight, man. I want to go out and win every fight. I want to win every fight big. You know, like I want to win big or lose big. You know, I don't go out there to grind out decisions. It's never been my style. And so, you know, and I look forward to every fight with, you know, in intensity, and I want to go out there and just, you know, demolish people. So it's not a sense of revenge. I don't fight with anger, and I don't fight with hate, you know, but I do, you know, want to come out there and hurt my opponent. You know, I do take it as a fight, and it's not a sense of what happened, like I said before, what happened in the past, it happened in the past. I'm not coming out to get revenge for my teammate. It's a sport, and you know what I mean? You're going to fight guys, you're going to fight guys sometimes you train with, and you're going to fight guys, like that you're friends with. So it's one of those things where you can't, I don't care who I'm fighting. I don't care what they've done in the past. I just want to go out there and be the best Roland Delorme that I can be. And if I do that, I'm going to win the fight.
And just round off, and how do you see yourself winning the fight?
Rear naked choke.
Which round?
Third.
Yeah. There we have a pretty accurate prediction. So this is Sebastian Martinez, MMA amateur of Roland Delorme, who faces Davey Grant, UFC Fight Night, Gustafsson versus Manuel. Thank you very much and good luck.